Hello, this is Robert Price. Today I'm just going to cover a quick video. I really think that learning circular movement will help you in your growth, okay? And pretty much understanding music, all right? If you can understand circular movements, whether you're playing gospel, jazz, neo soul, pretty much any genre, if you can understand that, it will help you understand concepts and different movements, okay? So let's just get right into it. Let's say I was on C, okay? This is my bass note. You hear some people say the circle of fourths, some people say the circle of fifths. So let's move in the circle of fourths, okay? If I'm on the note C, if I go up a fourth, okay? We're talking about the circle of fourths. If I go up a fourth, let's see, where would I end up? So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to end up on the F, okay? So if I'm on the C and I'm thinking about circular movement, I'm going to go from C to F. All right, and if I want to keep going, I can go, what's a fourth from F? Now, quick side note, whatever bass note you're on, you think of that key. So that's how I'm doing the scale. So as you see, I didn't do 4 whole steps when I was on the C, okay? I didn't do 1. I didn't do that. If I'm on the C, I'm thinking as if I'm in a key of C, okay? So I do 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? So let's do the same thing. If I'm moving in the circle of fourths, okay? If I'm on F now, I'm thinking about the key of F. So I do, let me see. Okay? So that's how you do it. That's the circle of fourths. If I'm here. All right? Or I can go down. If I'm on C. Okay? And I'm thinking about let's say, now this is how the circle of fifths work. Okay? So here we go. If I'm going up, I'm thinking fourths. If I'm going down, I'm thinking fifths. And honestly, this could sound confusing, but watch how it works. Just watch how it works. Hang with me. So if I'm moving up on the circle of fifths, and I just say circular movement, I think that's easier, and you'll see why. If I'm moving up, it's in fourths, because here we go. If I'm on C, 1, 2, 3, 4. Watch this. If I'm going down, watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you see what's going on? So that's why when somebody says a circle of fourths, circle of fifths, I'm just like, oh, okay, circular movement. Okay? Because if you're going up, you call it a circle of fourths. If you're going down, you call it a circle of fifths. Now, when you look at the chart, it's really, if you want to get technical, you will say clockwise, counterclockwise, okay? So I'm definitely going to show you the chart in a future video really soon, okay? So let's keep going. So if I'm on C, okay, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, which is the F. If I'm going down, and I'm calling it the circle of fifths, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? Okay, so you still end up on the F if you're going, whether it's fourths or fifths, okay? But this is it's all going to tie in. I'm going to actually play an example, okay? So let's say I'm on the F, okay? You remember in moving in circular movement, after that was the B flat, right? All right, that's going up a fourth. Let's say I go down. Now you remember, we're thinking like we're in a key of F since we're on this note, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? So when people say the circle of fourths, circle of fifths, honestly, you really don't need to be confused about it, okay? It's just thinking about the logic. Whatever note I'm on, it doesn't matter what bass note I'm on. When you're thinking about circular movements, you're thinking about the fourth or fifth. If you're thinking fourth if you're going up, fifth if you're going down. And at a certain point, you really don't think about clockwise or counterclockwise once you understand what you're playing. Just so I won't confuse anybody, Let's just say I'm in the key of C sharp, okay? All right. This is a gospel progression. If I'm doing this, okay, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have heard something like that. Now, I was able to say, okay, well, if I'm doing circular movement, I heard this in the bass. It's the first note. I was able to recognize that because once I heard this, I was like, wait a minute, that sounds like a circular movement. So I knew automatically, most likely the B flat was coming next, right? So you see how I was going down. But when we went up, it was the same thing. Okay? You know? So understanding this concept really helps you. And it's actually going to help your ear too. Not just with knowledge. You'll actually be able to apply it. That's actually one of the things I told my students yesterday actually. We was in the key of C sharp. And I said, I'm doing this. And I asked her, I said, where do you think I'm going? And of course, using circular movement, she was able to recognize that we was going to the B flat. Okay? Now, of course, a fourth away from B flat, if we're in the key of B flat, let's see. Okay? Now, of course, understanding what chords to play is another thing, but it depends what are you doing in a song. But I can definitely cover those chords also. So just let me know, give me some feedback. I hope this not over your head, or I hope you're actually understanding what I'm saying. But just let me know in the comments. So moving along. So let's say we are in the key of C sharp. Let's just say that. And I'm playing the 1. And I go down to the 7, 3, 6. I have a video about that also, the 7, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1, stuff like that. So check that out also. But with circular movements, it actually helps you know what's coming next. Now, every now and then, of course, certain songs in different genres, they can kind of change it a little bit. But once you understand the foundation of circular movement, it can really, catapult your understanding. Okay. So just to kind of recap, if you're on a bass note, let's say it's C, and you're thinking about circular movements, whether it's the circle of fourths or fifths, you're going to end up on F. Okay? Once you're on F, thinking about circular movements, you're going to end up on B flat. So whether I go up 4 or down a fifth. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? All right? So I can choose different bass notes. So let's say I'm on a D. Okay? Now, I'm not in a specific key. I'm just giving you this example. If I'm thinking about circular movements and I want to move in, in the circle of fourths or the circle of fifths, I can say, okay, well, in the key of D, where, what's 4 notes, higher than D, okay? So here we go. This in the key of D. All right? You see? It's a fourth. All right? Now let's go down 5. All right? So at the end of the day, you end up on a G either way. Okay? So honestly, let's say we was in E flat. And I'm doing pretty much 7, 3, 6. So when I was in C sharp, I used the example of the C, F, B flat. So now that I'm in, I'll just say E flat. Because at first I said I wasn't going to do a key, but I think this will benefit you guys if I actually use a key, just so you can be a little more specific. All right, so if I'm in E flat, this is the 1. I can go down to the D, and then, okay. See, so understanding circular movements actually helps me to understand the chord patterns, okay? Different chord progressions. So 1, 7, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1, 1, 4. Okay, so and that right there, that's a song. That's so many songs, you know, just with that chord progression alone. So I can really expound on it a little bit more. This was literally just something that I thought about and say, you know what, I'm just going to record it and just put it out there and see if this helps anybody. Okay, so let me know if you want me to get a little more specific, you know, in this lesson. Okay, and once again, I hope you this video helps somebody, and talk with you soon.